Hi guys, today I'm here on the Cycraft test server with ragou,
Hey guys.
and today I want to show you a translocator system that is based on ragou's translocator. So it's a complete network this time. We've built up some stations, and maybe ragou want to explain how you got the idea and how it works a little bit?
Yeah, so basically what we have here is, as Mango said, a complete network of stations. And the nice feature is that you can actually select your destination at the beginning. You hop in the minecart and you take the right, the right direction automatically. And, well, the way I got this idea, let's say how it works is basically that we have some renamed items which are shot
In those droppers here?
So they get injected into these droppers and they'll just travel along with the minecart that you're riding in. And yeah, I mean, the way I got this idea was actually by xisumavoid because, well, he goofed it up on the hermitcraft server. So what they did there is, well, they face the droppers in direction, so the minecart that should slowly travel back after the translocator gets used a few times, they put them in the wrong direction, so an additional minecart would travel alongside the one you're sitting in. And yeah, I just got the idea that actually we can use this item, and yeah, well, by renaming it, we can transport some information and thereby select our destination.
Yeah, and for example here, that's the first station where we select a destination. So we could either go straight or to the right. And the item that will travel with you is filtered out by those hoppers here. And depending where you want to go, those pistons will translocate you in the correct direction. And the item is again shot back into the system with this instant dropper line. So maybe we should try it out. So here, let's select the A station. So now I'm going just straight through the system. And here at the A station, I could, for example, select the C station. And now I'm going left here, and right, and left again. Okay, and I could also go back to the E station again if I want to. Back in the minecart, going right. Then even go down and left again. Back to E. So let's go through some of those elements. So first of all, here we have the selector panel. Depending on the direction of the item in the item frame, we would disable those pistons. And those pistons just prevent that a block gets pushed over. And once we activate the system with the minecart station here, the block would get pushed over and back again. It's a sticky piston. And yeah, the block moves away from the torch and back on the torch, and then the dropper is powered. That's the whole selector panel. Because otherwise we couldn't activate those droppers directly because we would get quasi-connectivity issues. That's just a way to prevent it. And yeah, we used the hands-free minecart system to go into the minecart. It would automatically launch you. I also showed this in a video a while ago. Can link in the video description. So the next element is the selector for the direction. So you could either go right or straight. And so as I've already shown you, the items are filtered out with those hoppers here. And then I immediately sent in those droppers here and shot along with the minecart, and then would be reinserted into those droppers here. So it travels along with you and can be read out in the next crossing. And if you go straight, then the paper wouldn't get filtered out and would just travel along with the minecart. We had to do some logic because we couldn't use a rail here. That's why we had to use additional redstone to transfer the item to the next droppers. Okay, so the next element is just a T-crossing. So it could come from both sides. And also works this direction. It's quite useful. Something which is non-directional. If you want to go down and the item would travel with you. I think this works north-south, also works east-west, so this is non-directional. You could make it a lot easier in the east-west direction. I'll show this later. And the last one is just an elevator to go back up again. So the challenge here was that the item would also travel with you, which is, yeah, done. Okay, so the system or the network has still some flaws. Maybe we also can go over those. So first of all, it could happen that you go to one destination more often than to others, that you would run out of minecarts at a certain location. And yeah, maybe ragou wants to explain what you can do to avoid this.
Yeah, so basically we could of course, thinking about the 1.11 snapshots, use instant dropper lines with the observer blocks to send minecarts back. Yeah, since we're still in 1.10 here, we haven't implemented that, but yeah, that would be, for example, one option. And yeah.
Okay, so another problem is that it's quite bulky. I mean, we have to take out the items in this item filter system here and shoot it back in before the player arrives. And that is because the player travels so fast, so we have to take them out way before the actual crossing. So it's quite bulky, and the item filters have to be spaced out by 2. So if you would have a really vast network with several over 20 locations or destinations, then you would need for each one a separate item filter. We already have an idea how to fix this. For example, instead of one item, one that is renamed, that travels with you, you could put in a shulker box which has several items in there. So at every crossing, the shulker box would get placed, and the first item always would get selected from the shulker box, and we could read this out, and depending what the paper says, go either right or straight. And then we just need to shoot in the shulker box in the system, and the paper is lost. Could also say that the papers, they are at the end of each station get inserted in this box here, so you could reuse them. Of course, you could even hook it up to the whole network, and basically you can make this as complicated as you want to for even more convenience. But I think the system like this is already super convenient. And also, yeah, for example, you need to put in new papers once in a while, but apart from that, there's not much maintenance work that has to be done.
I could also mention maybe about the shulker boxes that you only need 3 item sorters, while with such a network, the number of item sorters depends on the number of destinations you have, and the more destinations you have, the larger those intersections would become.
And here's the simplified element in the east-west direction to go downwards. So you can see here, there's a torsion there, and it would travel with the minecart. Okay, so all in all, this is quite a complex system, and yeah, depends mostly how many destinations you have, and so on. But I think we just wanted to show you this prototype and spread the idea how to build such a system. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.